Wrong one.
There have been struggles. I'll put it to you as simply as I can, Ryan Clark. Is it fair for us to say this game is about Dak? He has to be great for his team to win what feels like the most important game of the season so far.
Yes, it's about Dak because, one, we're going to make it about Dak no matter what. So I think that's a huge thing. But I think Dak needs this for himself. Dak needs to go out and perform and sort of exercise some of those demons we've had in the playoffs. But we also have to realize exactly what you just said, Greeny. He's played well against the San Francisco 49ers during the regular season. So what's going to happen coming out of this game? He may be able to provide some confidence for himself, put his team in a better position to host a playoff game if these two teams meet. But it's going to be about the moment of the playoffs. Then that's going to be the next conversation. Yeah, oh, Dak, you played great in the regular season, but this is the playoffs, and we know what happens to you in the playoffs. So for Dak, it's about building consistency. For Dak, it's about building his own confidence, continuing to form continuity with some of these new players offensively without having Ezekiel Elliott. Continue to show that he can be the leader that steps through the adversity, that walks through the fire and comes out clean. This is a huge game. This is a huge game to keep pace. This is a huge game to see where do we stand when it comes to the NFC's elite. But this is also big in washing away the stinky smell that is still on this team for playing the Arizona Cardinals, from getting physically abused, physically dominated by the lesser team in the AFC West. If you want to show us that you're tough, stop the run. If you want to show us that you've grown, execute in the red zone. If you want to show us that you're better than what you used to be, don't turn the ball over. That's what the Dallas Cowboys have to do for them, not for us. So it's not necessarily a must win. It's a must play well. It's a must compete. It's a must change things for Dak Prescott. And he has to do that for his team and for himself.
I think we see it, right? So that sets the table really nicely. So give me the game plan.
All that.
The San Francisco's got an unbelievable defense. We all understand how good they are, and the 49ers have the better offensive weapons. So what is the game plan for Dak against the Niners Sunday?
It's like when you go in a boxing match and you're the boxer and you have to establish some respect.
Boxhead mother humper.
You got to punch the bullies in the mouth. Right, Trent Williams going to be out there doing this
let's
thing.
punch him in the mouth.
Matchup between him and Michael Parsons, right? But you got to go out and you got to dare to punch the bully in the face and say, hey, not today. The more physical team's going to win, right? And traditionally, it's been the San Francisco 49ers. But the Dallas Cowboys is a team that prides themselves on being physical on defense as well, physical on the offensive line. All things are similar. Both teams have great players at the offensive line. Whether you talk about Trent Williams, you talk about Zach Martin, they're equal. Where they're not equal is, I think, at the linebacker position, being able to have that bridge player, right? So you look at, you talk about the run game. That's about linebackers coming downhill and taking 2 for 1. You can't have guys go 1 for 1. You got to be able to be, 1.5 more man than the guy you're going against.
I'm telling you, the narrative of this game is.
You mean like Michael Parsons taking on triple teams?
And he's going to talk about the efficiency of the Dallas Cowboys offense. Again, Mike McCarthy put his whole job on the line. Goes back to one decision. It was 2nd and 2 in the playoff game going back to January. The game is tied.
Here's the play.
Yeah, it's 6-6. They're at the 18-yard line. There's 1:24 to go, and he throws an interception. That will not happen on Sunday. I promise you. This team is not playing offense. They are playing keep away. He's 31st in the NFL in yards per pass attempt, and they're 4th in scoring. They are going to be methodical, and they are going to be risk adverse, and they're going to
That's pretty amazing that you're 31st in yards per play.
If they don't turn the ball over, he feels they're going to win.
But on the flip side, right, this team has been predicated on their defense getting turnovers and getting points for them. What if that doesn't happen?
That's how
then you
what
have
if
to
that doesn't happen? What if that doesn't happen?
That's not what happened.
The village idiot.
They've given up fewer than 20 points in both of these playoff losses, right? So their defense has not been there. Go ahead, RC.
But y'all got to really listen to Mike Tannenbaum. Mike Tannenbaum just said in a very nice, sweet Mike Tannenbaum way, the Dallas Cowboys just win in spite of Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is 31st, very, very low in yards per attempt. Dak Prescott is a guy you want to protect. If it's 2nd and 2, you can't be one of those teams that are aggressive on 2nd and 2 and try to get a big play and then come back to 3rd down and get the 2 yards so you can get new sticks, because we don't want got the interception. I don't think that's the way Dak Prescott wants to be seen. I don't think that's why Dak Prescott told the reporter on Sunday, if you wanted to piss me off, now you've pissed me off. Thank you. I needed to be pissed off.
There you go.
You don't get pissed off to go out and show people your little pea shooter. You don't get pissed off to go play San Francisco
did he say pea
49ers
shooter?
and be checked down Charlie. That's not how it works.
Oh.
And so either Mike McCarthy and Dak Prescott have a different view of who Dak Prescott is, or we are saying that if we let Dak Prescott go out and do quarterback-like things, we can't win football. And if that's the truth, we also can't win a Super Bowl. And so I get it that Mike McCarthy has to be smart about the way he approaches this game. But if you handcuff Dak,
I'm going to end that right there. Hello, good people. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. Let's start out with Lola. What's up, Lola? Miss Hot Sauce. Then there's Gina, Dallas Diva. What's up, Diva? How you doing? Lady Libra's in the house. What's up, Lady Libra? I see Cowboys Mafia, AJ. I see Jillian. I see, of course, Kiwana Gibson. You know, you don't know how much it makes me happy that I finally got her name right. Kiwana, what's up? Holly's in the house. What's up, Holly? How you doing? Marcus Blackman, Alan Williams. And then there's Crystal Caramel Corn. We all love some caramel corn. What's up? Derek Young. Turd Ferguson. Why you got to be Turd? Why you got to be Turd? And Joanne Gonzalez. What's up, JoJo? How are you doing tonight? And, of course, Roland's Review. What's up, Roland? How are you doing tonight? And is Angelica. Where's Angelica? Oh, my God. Angelica Baron's out here. Did I get Lady Libra? What's up, Lady Libra? All right. We got everybody in the house. It's a party right now. Hope everybody's doing good on this finally freaking Friday. It has been a crazy day. We found out that Randy Gregory wasn't released by the Denver Broncos like we had heard earlier part of the week. They officially hadn't released him, but the San Francisco 49ers actually traded their 6th-round pick, took the 7th-round pick, and Randy Gregory. Marley Greens, what's up, man? How you doing, Marley Greens? Glad to see you in here. Cody, what's going on? GG, what if we embarrass the 49ers like 3 takeaways and 80 rushing yards? Well, here's the thing. Here's what we've learned. It won't matter what the Cowboys do because literally Joy Taylor's like, really, this doesn't mean anything for the 49ers. There's Angelica Baron. What's up, Angelica? They literally are saying that, first of all, they're saying the Cowboys have no chance, but then if they win, it won't mean anything. I'm just kind of like, y'all talking out both sides of your neck here. Philly D, what's up? I feel like, if you listen to the guys there on ESPN, they're talking about, they don't trust Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott, they're not going down the field with him. They're not doing this, that, and the other. They don't trust him. I feel like this is maybe a rope-a-dope, that you give them a little taste in what you think they're going to be, right? So the 49ers start saying, okay, this is the Texas Coast offense. Dak Prescott's not challenging down the field and everything, right? And then you hit him with the deep ball. Then you start getting Brandon Cooks going way deep. You come out differently because I think the Cowboys, looked at this and said, this is the game that we've got to go all in on. Now, I don't know. Eastside Herald says sounds about right. I honestly believe that Mike McCarthy has been holding back. Oh, man. Come on, Joseph. Okay. I don't turn into sports shows to see Iraq, okay? I just don't. That's not – there's other places. If you want to go see Iraq, there are places that are made just so you see racks. When I turn on a sports show, I want to hear about sports. I want legitimate talk. But I kind of like hearing the idiots out there and seeing if they're going to eat crow. Let's see if they're going to eat crow. But I really feel like the Cowboys are going to come out and look like a totally different team this Sunday. I think they're going to be doing a lot of things a lot different than what you expect. And here's where it's kind of funny to me, because when we first got Trey Lance, everybody's like, oh, man, we got Trey Lance because the Cowboys are, they're not going to pay Dak. They're going to get rid of whack Dak. And Trey Lance is going to be the starter. I said, well, that could happen. Eventually it could. It's not like we haven't seen that happen before with like Steve Young and Joe Montana and stuff. So if it could happen to Joe Montana, how could it not happen to Dak Prescott? But for me, I looked at it and said, on the immediate side of this, think about all the intel you can get from Trey Lance, who's been there a few years, who was there during training camp. He knows everything about that team. He knows the formation. He knows the weaknesses and everything else. He can give you a lot of information that you're not going to get just from the films. So for me, I looked at that and said, maybe that was also one of the reasons why they got him. I see Philly D in the house. Bobby Ice. Thomas Garrett. What's up, Thomas? Tim. What's going on, Tim? Derek Young. Before I go much further, I want to read something here. I have so many trolls. I got so many people out there that tell me, you're an idiot. Literally channels made up about me. Literally for some reason they seem to love my butt crack. I'm just kind of like, okay, most people see it and it's like, ugh. But they literally will make videos and stuff about it. It's like I think they fantasize about my butt. Who might argue? Okay, if that's your boat right there, then okay, go right ahead. So a lot of times you do this stuff and you kind of wonder, it's like, why do I go through all the hate? I've been working on this red brick house and I got an idiot out there that's always commenting on there. Well, you said Memorial Weekend. Well, you know what? After getting in here and learning some of the things that I had to learn about this house and how long it's taken to get this together, I want to take my time. I want to enjoy the ride and I want to do it right. So when you get all this hate and stuff, a lot of times it's like, why do I bother? But then I got a message from AJ from Twitter. Hey, Mark, I've been in the hospital for a month. I have multiple melanomas and have had stem cell transplant. Hopefully I'll be home next week. I just wanted to tell you I've enjoyed all your videos on all three of your channels. I've had some real difficult days, but your videos were a nice distraction. The Red Brick House is really coming along. Big day, big game for your Cowboys this week. I just wanted to reach out and tell you, keep up the great work. So what I want everybody to do is, we've had quite a few people on the list now. But, all y'all's hearts are big. You got big hearts. So I want everybody to keep AJ. AJ, if you're watching, man, we're all praying for you, man. Hopefully everything gets taken care of, and you do get home next week and stuff. And I appreciate all the kind words from you, man. It means a lot. Also, David Wiley, his wife is doing much better. They're still running a bunch of tests and things, and hopefully he'll be getting back on Sunday with her from Kansas City, so that's good news. And Rashid is going from the therapy facility to actually going to another place, kind of like a transition, and hopefully he's going to be getting an apartment in about another month or so, so he's working his way back. Now, I can't help him. Sorry, Rashid. I can't help you with your team, bro. Your team is like ass. I'm sorry, Rashid. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. It's literally like.
What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver? Are you? Why did we get a wide receiver? Oh, they got your. Oh, damn, he a dog though. Oh shit, he is a dog. But wide receiver. That's a good pick though.
Yeah. Why did they draft a wide receiver? Don't throw it, Danny. Don't fumble it, Danny. Don't fumble it. Yeah, his team, it's just ass. Oh, there's AJ right there. Thanks. There you go. He wasn't kidding. He said he watches everything. Hey, and AJ, this one's for you, buddy. Just remember.
You play to win the game. Hello? You play to win the game. You don't play to just play it. That's the great thing about sports. You play to win. And I don't care if you don't have any wins. You go play to win. When you start telling me it doesn't matter, then retire. Get out. Because it matters.
AJ, you play to win the game, buddy. You play it, okay? All right, so Randy Gregory signing with the 49ers. Now, at first, I was sitting there thinking about that, and I was like, okay, so Randy Gregory, he's been, basically benched because, he's Mr. Penalty and everything else, and he's had the injury issues and stuff, and he's only played in 10 games for Denver after signing that $75 million contract. Now, for Denver, it was better to trade him than to release him because then, they're going to take on some of the contract, hopefully. But I hadn't thought about Randy Gregory suiting up for San Francisco on Sunday. Could Randy Gregory be going for some revenge against the Cowboys? Loyal Cowboy, the newlywed. What's up, Loyal Cowboy? Lowell, don't remind him. Don't remind him. Remind me of what? Are we talking about the Commanders? Oh, man. So that's going to be interesting to see if they actually hide your stash. Randy is in town. He ain't starting. No, I didn't say starting, but you might throw him in there. Now, I got an interesting take because, San Francisco Cowboys, this is historic, okay? After the 80s, after the catch, Joe Montana to Dwight Clark, that was the beginning of the two teams not liking each other. That's where the rivalry began. Of course, during the 80s, San Francisco was the team. Well, them and the Commanders with the left hand up. They did win 3, I think. Was it 3 in the night? No, 1990 was the third. Yeah, 1990 was the third. So they won 2 in the 80s and then 1 in 1990. The 49ers were the team of the 80s. And then you saw the resurgence of the Cowboys still having to take that mantle from the 49ers. So there's no love lost between the two of us. We don't like each other at all. At all. I don't like San Francisco. Okay? I don't. Jason, you heard me. You're okay, Jason. Although I'm still mad at you about that goldfish comment. I ain't got nothing against you personally. I just don't like your team. I don't like your team. Brock Purdy is a good quarterback. And he's surrounded by a lot of talent and a great coach. So I can't be mad at the fact that they've learned how to use him to maximize his ability. Be that as it may, I still don't like him. Bobby Ice, Dak's weapons, CD, Gallup, Ferguson, and Pollard. What I see, or what I'm curious about, because I feel like this has been, like I said, this has been the rope-a-dope. This is Mike McCarthy saying, okay, this is the new team. He went out there in the offseason. I just want to run the ball. I want to run the ball. And they've run the ball really well. So I think they're 5th in running the football in the NFL yardage-wise. They're doing damage and stuff on there. And so now you get San Francisco thinking about them stopping the run, right? Okay. But that's when you go ahead and change things up. Now, with Trey Lance, okay, like I said, we got Trey Lance for intel, right? He can go ahead and tell us everything we need to know about San Francisco. Now, we'll find out tomorrow. Is Trey Lance brought up on the 53-man roster? Wouldn't it be interesting? Wouldn't it be interesting if they had a Trey Lance package? Am I crazy or just plain stupid? Cowboys should be 49ers. We have more talent. I will say that the 49ers have better weapons. I will say the 49ers offensive line hasn't been through all of the changes that we have been through. This is, I believe, our third different starting offensive line. This is the first time we've gotten everybody back healthy. So this is the first time Tyler Smith and Tyron Smith have played, and we don't know truly how good Tyron Smith is right now. James Snyder, what's up? Ivan K, how are you doing? Eastside Herald, both. Well, see, Jenny, here's the thing. They can put him on the 53-man roster. They can go ahead and have him on it. Now, like I said, it'll be interesting. We'll find out tomorrow if they do or don't. But, yes, he is the emergency quarterback. But you can say we're going to have 3 quarterbacks out there. Just saying. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. It's just a thought. I honestly think we can blow them out. Now, here's an interesting take. Shout out to my buddy Greg Evans, because I didn't realize this, and it's amazing because nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking about this. We're having problems in red zone, right? Tebow is still hurt with his ribs, and with ribs, it's hard to breathe. You got that right, Willie. You are 100% right. Yeah, he is. And now we don't know how Micah Parsons truly is with the knee. We know Micah Parsons will go. He's like the Terminator that's been frozen. He's still, even though his body is shot, he is literally still coming after you. But I think Trey should be second string. Hey, Mark, how can a New York fan come down and share a Cowboys game with y'all? A New York fan? We already have Rashid. So, what's another New York fan? Thomas? That ain't no problem. We may have to do a background check on you because, some of you Giant fans stink. It's going to be a defensive battle with low scoring. But here's the thing, though, Jason. I don't know that it necessarily is, because something's going to have to give in this game. The Cowboys have been listed as the team that, is not good in the red zone, right? They're always talking about Cowboys. They ain't no good in the red zone. Okay, I'll give you that. But here's an interesting stat for you. San Francisco sucks in the red zone on their defense. I thought I had it up. Let me pull it up. I think they're 26. Let me pull it up, because I don't want to give you any misinformations, because the trolls out there will say that I'm an idiot. So in red zone, defensive red zones, TD only. Okay, giving up TDs, right? Jets are number 1, okay, which is interesting because we did pretty good against those guys. Tampa Bay is number 2, okay, at 27.27. Baltimore at 30, Cowboys at 33. And you go like Washington is at 44. This was, of course, before last night's game. Where's the Eagles? The Eagles are way down there, too. The Eagles are 28th. So if you get in the red zone, it's like, you got a $2 hooker. You're going to score with that. But interestingly enough, San Francisco is 23rd in red zone defense. 23rd. 66% of the time when people get in the red zone, they're scoring touchdowns. Interesting. When you look at teams that they face, like, say, the Giants, the Rams, the Cardinals, they're giving up that many scores. And then if we go to scoring defense, I had somebody who did a video, because I said, me and Brian were talking about the Cowboys were number 1 in defense. There's so many categories that you can look at to say, you're number one at this. Like you could say in yardage, we're the number one defense and giving up yardage. The one that matters is scoring defense. How many flipping points do you give up per game? And so the Dallas Cowboys right now, 10.3 points per game. That's what they're averaging giving up. San Francisco, 14.5. They're third. So defenses, you got some really good defenses. I'm not going to say that either of our teams have played juggernauts as far as offense goes, but I will say that I believe that the Cowboys offense is going to come out looking totally different. Dallas has been in red zone more than any other team. Hey, Mark, you cooking rice aroni? A loyal Cowboy, I should cook some rice aroni. We've got Daniel. This will be his last game with us up here because he's moving, and so he's a big steak and cheese fan. So we're going to be doing a big sub. Will be a steak and cheese. Rosefully, I'm worried about this game. Brock Purdy's only averaged 9.1 yards per throw. We will not be giving up a lot of yak this game. We'll see. We'll see about that because that's where I know when I was watching, was it the Giants game against them? You just saw, screen passes left and right that are going for 25, 30 yards. And it's just like, damn. Chicago Cowboy, yeah, that's where I'm hoping that, with what they've been doing so far with Brandon Cooks, using him in the slot and things like that, and he hasn't really done a whole lot, that now they go ahead and take off the training wheels and they let him go deep. But see, Marcus, again, the Niners have struggled on red zone defense. So something's got to give. Either the red zone defense for San Francisco is going to step up, or the Cowboys' red zone offense is going to step up. Let's hope it's the Cowboys. Going to be a low-scoring game. Could go either way, 20-17. Dallas can't be afraid to throw it deep and early to set the tone. I agree with that. I would love to see him actually come out slinging early in that game and put 49ers on their heels. We played the cross-dressers. You should make some – oh, man, Dirty Sanchez, come on, man. Angelica Barone, finer by the day and aging like fine wine. Brock Purdy hasn't faced a defense like the Cowboys all season, so I expect them to have issues. That's kind of my point. Everybody is, all the talking heads have been talking and saying, you can't stop this offense. It's great and everything else. But I'm sitting here looking at the best defense they've faced is the Rams that are 15th ranked right now. And you start looking at some of these ones like, the Giants are like 29th or 30th right now. They haven't faced a lot of great defenses. If Micah Parsons is a full go, and this team shows up motivated, I think that the Cowboys have a good shot at it. We really don't know what our offense is fully capable of yet with a healthy O-line. 3 wins have been dominated, which make our offensive more conservative. Vic, I agree with you 100%. When your defense scores 2 touchdowns before you even get out on the field, you kind of look at this and say, okay, all we got to do is just don't lose it. I think this will be a pass-first game for Dak. Well, I think Dak wants to prove people wrong. And they keep saying, well, Dak Prescott's never had a big game and stuff. It's like, do you realize that Dak Prescott has, I believe, more 400-yard games in his career than anybody else since 2016? More 400-yard games. And I'll remember, being in Dallas. I think it was 2017 it was 2018. And Carson Wentz was it? Wait a minute, or maybe it was 27. I can't remember which game. Maybe it was 2018. But I remember being in Dallas for this game, and I remember it because we were down on the sidelines before the game, and where Joe Boo was, Zach Martin got hurt, and then we fumbled the kickoff. And it ended up being that they said that it wasn't a fumble and we got to keep it. But that game ended up being a shootout. I think Dak Prescott had like 400 yards against Carson Wentz, and it went into overtime, and they had the prettiest knockdown, drag-out drive in overtime to win that game. And I will say, beating the Eagles down multiple times, scoring 340-plus burgers against them the last 3 go-rounds. The way they talk about Dak Prescott, you would think that, he's never had more than 2 TD passes in a game before. It's getting to be ridiculous. Dak is going to be fine. We have to stop the screens and dump-offs. You got that right. As an Eagle fan, I want you guys to beat the 49ers. So we've got Eagles Nation on our side. Oh, Lord. That's scary. That's definitely scary. We need to stop being worried and scared. This is it. Hell, let's get together because we're going to have to play San Francisco again in the playoffs. This is not the time for that. Cowboys hater Hunter, maybe, but can say one game means he can't have a great game. Alan Eck is officiating team for the game. I was worried it would be Hockey League. Oh, geez. Hockey League Junior. What a piece of work. Mexican Cowboy. Dak can't be passing crazy. Take what the defense gives you and run efficiently. Stay off that east side. 2-2. No be no. Dallas will beat the 49ers, West Rock. So, if the Cowboys win, shout out to the 300 people in the house. If the Cowboys find a way to win this game, and listening to the talking heads and stuff that pretty much don't believe they have a chance. Pablo Singletary, shout out to you, buddy, for becoming a new channel member. Woo! He became a super fan. Pablo, go to the community tab. Appreciate you, bro. Go to the community tab. In there, there is a link to our Thrive site, so that way we can get you your shot glass and your stress ball and stuff sent out to you. We appreciate the love and the support. Eric Walls, Allen, hey, my guy. Dallas got to get Cooks going. He could have a huge game. Philly D, you're speaking my language right now. Prescott's afraid he's going to throw an interception. That's the reason he's getting sacked. He actually hasn't been sacked that many times. 4 games in is a little too soon to say that he's been a bust. Again, my takeaway is he's been used as a decoy for now, and then they're going to spring him on you. Eastside Hero, you guys are delusional about Brandon Cooks. Well, Eastside, weren't you excited about Noah Brown and Dalton Schultz coming your way? Weren't you? You think? Oh, well, Dwayne. Okay, Mike is just started setting out some more of those because I know he had 2 pages left to go. So you're Sweeney, your last name, you're an S, so you're probably towards the end of the list. Next time I meet Mark's Spanish lessons. No, why are we having Spanish lessons? Dak has to use his leg to get over the PSD from the foot injury. Bland, I hopefully will have 3 picks, 1 for a pick 6. Bobby Alexander, 3 picks in 1 game? Okay. Hey, they really can beat me on the outside. I think this game comes down to conditioning. Who will wear down first? Good point. It's really, I think, going to come down to who wants it more. Whoever says that Brandon Cooks is a bust is delusional. Philadelphia, buddy, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Trust me, nobody cares.
Hurts to pass, throws, pick. pass. Oh my God. Stupid throw. Son of a bitch. What a
Felix, I'll check tomorrow when I get home with Mike. I know I had him sitting up on the counter there, and I'll double check with him and see where it is, see if it's been sent out. Nobody cares. Samuel White, do you believe that Coach McCarthy will allow Dak to call his own plays to keep the Niners from changing defensive players? I think they probably will do some hurry up. I think you're not going to see what you've seen in the other games tonight. I think you're going to see a totally different team to keep them guessing. Philadelphia, yeah, nobody cares. Nobody cares, kill it. Okay? We get you. Your life is made by trying to make us miserable, but nobody cares. You're not stopping us, buddy. Mark Hutton, Cowboys need to spread the field and go no huddle to throw the defensive off. Fanny Vega, trade for a receiver. Cooks is a bust. Okay. Cowboys just 49ers all-time record, 19-19-1. I love Weed, who says, Cook's breakout game, I'm calling it. Pablo, if you go to the community tab on my homepage, up in the corner there, you'll see it'll say community tab. Go to the community tab. In there, there's a post that is for members only. If you have to be a member to be able to see that, and it has the link to the Thrive site. If you can't find it, email me, cowboysmark94@gmail.com, and I'll share the link with you. Here's someone who cares. Okay. You won that Super Bowl in 2017 with that quarterback. He's not really a backup. He was a starter until he lost his job. Bonita Armstrong. What's up, Bonita? Welcome to the chat. Love when people say Eagles have a all-time losing record. Actually, I don't know. Do they? Do they, Philly? Because I'll tell you what, Philly D, the 60s and 70s for the Eagles were pretty bad. After you won that last World Championship, the 70s were awful. The 80s, you did go to that one Super Bowl. But other than that, it wasn't great times for you. Control time of possession like doing all year, no turnovers. Yeah, we did see that the 49ers traded for Randy Gregory. Good luck with that. This could be a game that whoever blinks first will lose. Just my take. Brandon Butler not worried. Shut down McCaffrey and we will be good. So how many of y'all watched the Left Hands Up last night? The Commanders, who I'm old enough to remember a few weeks ago when they were saying, oh, man, the Commanders are 2-0. This is a good team. Riverboat Ron has got this guy's humming and everything else, right? And today they were pretty much calling for firing him and Jack, what's his name, their defensive coordinator. They literally wanted their heads because after getting beat down, and I say maybe the Bears were motivated because Dick Butkus, rest his soul, a transformative linebacker. Maybe that was part of the, motivation for him. Whatever it was, they need to bottle that shit and keep it for every Sunday because they came out there like gangbusters. Justin Fields having the game of his life. Shout out to Alan Williams. I remember seeing you there last night. Carl, yeah, I'm a little bit tired. It's been, when I'm down here at the Red Brick House, I'm busting ass. In fact, before I came on here live, I was actually cooking live on my other channel because it was the first time I've actually cooked here in the Red Brick House. So, yeah, it's been, I get up at 7, 8 o'clock and go till about midnight. So it does get to be kind of long days. I almost wanted Jordan Lewis to take that eye roll on McCaffrey that he did on Kamara. Ooh. Oh, yeah, Magic Johnson was literally like, Yeah. The new owner can't be happy. And, quite frankly, if they had gotten the team sooner, I think Ron Rivera would have been fired anyway. So it's just a matter of he got an extra season in here to waste their time. But right now, you have to start looking at this and saying, they should have went for it on fourth down. Went for the 2-point conversion against the Eagles last week. They might have gotten a win. And then last night, they just looked lifeless. More Hunter Lupke in the red zone. I'm with that. You're not a nook. Philly D, them papers done dissolved by now, bro. Don't count it if there's no ring. Anyone remember when J. Lou absolutely stuffed Kamara on that Saints 40 burger? Yeah, I remember that. Ryan Fitzpatrick was acting like a fanboy sitting next to Magic Johnson. Yeah, well, I guess that kind of changed at the end of that game. Magic comment kind of let us know that they're going to go with that. Yeah, we all know that Riverboat Ron's days are numbered. Dorrance Armstrong will have 2 sacks because of our pressure defense. Well, here's the thing that's kind of interesting is I think the Cowboys, the first 3 games, they were sack happy. And you saw some guys that got out of position because they were truly going for the sack. When you looked last week against New England, what you noticed is they were a little bit more under control and making sure they were taking care of their gap responsibilities. And they didn't get the sacks. We only got 2, but they didn't get anything yardage-wise running the ball, and they truly kept Mac Jones in the pocket. I just got a ring, so I guess I'm accomplished as much as the Eagles. Ooh. We can beat them in the corner of the end zone. Kiana, yeah, I'd like to see more of him. The other part that I'm still, people keep, talking heads keep talking about, Dak is not hitting wide receivers in the end zone and blah, 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 blah. But see, this is what I think is by design by Mike McCarthy. I have a question. Why did Denver get rid of Randy Gregory, Lady Libra? Injuries, dumb penalties, and he only played in 10 games. And they just, Sean Payton needed to make a move to kind of let everybody know I'm in charge here. That, even though we're on the hook for a $75 million contract with $29 million guaranteed, it doesn't matter if you're not performing, you're out. Do you need your meds again? Oh, Philadelphia. Okay. Alan Williams, nah, he's cool. What's up, Mark? New sub here. Have the California Cowboys in the house if they went whiners. Well, shout out to you, Leonard. Welcome, buddy. Last question, Mark. Explain how they use physical for the 49ers and finesse for our Cowboys. To me, it sounds like we're too soft. Please explain. I don't think that we're soft. I don't think that we're soft at all. I look at my defense and look at the pounding like we did against Mac Jones. I look at the pounding we did against Daniel Jones. We definitely got the Joneses down. But I don't see that we're not that physical. Now, on the offensive side, you look at Deebo Samuels, which is probably the most physical receiver out there, although he has hurt ribs. He might not be quite as effective this week, but we'll have to wait and see. Their offense is definitely very, very physical. Ours, I don't know that we're finesse-wise. CeeDee Lamb is not going to be like Deebo, of course, and Tony Pollard is more of that outside runner as opposed to a bruiser in the middle. But defensive-wise, we're not soft. I've not heard anything in the media all week about the Eagles. Who? The who? The Eagles.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Now we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
We just love you, Eagles. It's not me. It's all in fun. Most too take it seriously. Yeah. How about using Limpke in the goal line? I think they will. But here's the thing you got to understand, too. Having Tyron Smith out there, if he's healthy, is a big difference than having Chimo Igoda. Okay? Don't know what I got for Mr. Robato is not the same as a healthy Tyron Smith. Okay? And understand, we have been shorthanded on the offensive line for most weeks. This week, we finally have everybody together. Richard, yeah, you're right. They're going to F around and find out. You beat the Jets, Patriots, and Jerry's World. You come into our house. Why wouldn't we be favored at home? We should win at our home game just like Dallas should. Coach T. Bates, I'm not disputing that. You know, the home team always gets 3 points. So I'm surprised that, you know, it's only a 3.5 point line. Mike Tyke, our D is legit. And we can't, and we are getting missing O-line pieces, but let them count our offense skilled players. Let them count out Mike McCarthy's offensive play calling. Well, we'll see. And understand, nobody is going to win them all. And from one week to the next, you can go from being in the penthouse to the outhouse. So it's just the way it is. I'm so proud to see the whole O-line healthy for this game. You know, I think that this is where the Cowboys have actually literally been pointing to and figure that this game, if they can win it, will be a big, big stepping stone for the rest of the season. Tommy Matoya, don't jinx it. Okay. Philly D, you called me poop. Okay. I know you Eagle fans eat poop. I don't know if she called you poop. Philadelphia with only 3 emojis? Wow. Are you getting tired, Philadelphia? All right, so it's time for my predictions. Game Time Brian already said last night, we win in this game. We win in this game. I'm going to be told I am crazy. I am a nut. But I feel like the Cowboys are going to have an explosion. Okay? Explosion offensively. I think that they're going to come in there emotional, that they're going to come in there. Cowboys Nation, Danny in the house. It's me, Uncle Mark. It's Danny from Santa Monica, California. What's up? How you doing, Danny? I think the Cowboys are actually going to do really, really well in this game. I think the score is going to be Rodney Stepaway. What's up, Rodney? Welcome to the chat, buddy. I think the Cowboys win this game on the road 24-17. 24-17. There you have it. And we'll see if that actually happens. Willie, Kill, like you said, those 2000 is old, and you would need a DVD player now. You know what? I'm okay. You know, Philadelphia's thing is he's always talking about, you can't watch your Super Bowls in high def. And it's true. You know what? You're right, Philadelphia. I can't watch the one Super Bowl that you guys won, okay? I'm sorry. I can watch the one Super Bowl that you won in high def. But if you're asking me, I think I would be okay watching 5 Super Bowls, okay? Filling up a whole Sunday of watching Super Bowl games on VHS of some of the greatest games ever played versus just the one in high def. You got to understand me, Philadelphia. A lot of you young people, you wouldn't like an old house, a place like this, right? I love history. I love looking at the old newspapers and things like that. So me watching on VHS, I'm okay with that, bro. You think you insult me, but I don't know how you can insult me when I can watch 5 Super Bowl wins by my team versus only 1. Just saying. I saw the Shingles lose at 8K. There you go. Y'all delusional, seriously. We're beating the 49ers. Well, we're going to find out Sunday night. Fumble was so clear. Would it be nice to see us win 50-3? Whoa, Glimmerman. Whoa, dude. Three out of 4 years on VHS is better. You're right about that. Mike, who we? Penalties and turnovers are the way we lose. David, you were right about that. I come in here talking about my team, not to always see crybaby with the same comments. Yeah, I feel you, Lola. Eagles haven't been blown out since 2021. Okay. You just jinxed it, Philly D. Mark, who's insulting you? I would never do that. Really, Philadelphia?
I fire Howie. Fucking fire. Motherfucker! Stupid motherfucker! What an idiot! What an idiot! Dallas has Amari Cooper and Gallup, but we don't need a receiver. Are you kidding me? I don't want Justin Jefferson. He's ass. He's stupid. I fire his ass. I fire his ass. I mean, Howie's got to be stupid. What are you doing? You just let Dallas take him.
All right. Coming down the home stretch here before we get ready to get out of here. I wish it were Sunday night. I'm ready for this game right now. Tommy Montoya is okay. 5 world championships. 2021 is not a long time ago. Never gets old. Oh my Lord, this guy's a Cowboy fan. Not you. All respect for all you guys. What did I miss in here? Allen Rams ain't playing this season. I'd like it if one of these ladies stepped. What? Okay, Alan. I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave that one right there. Get some damn sleep. You're right about that. Actually, I love weed. I got a room over there that's calling my name that I've got to take the RAM board off and clean it up so I can put varnish on tonight. Then I will hit and get some sleep. Kel now wants to start claiming the 60 championships and the 2000. Okay, 2000 and now okay, but skip over the 90s and the 70s though, right? Okay, well, yeah, I just checking. Ride or die Sunday night, Mark. Oh, I'll be riding. I ain't planning on dying. I will definitely be there, though. Philadelphia loves our past. This guy, Slapadelphia, is funny. So wait a minute, hold on. Everything you say, Philadelphia, is true? Mark, everything I'm saying is true. It may seem like I'm trolling, but really, it's the Cowboys been jokes in the playoffs the last 28 years. Y'all think I'm trolling.
Remember, I'm the motherfucking fucking one who calls the shots. And you better pay me the respect that I gave your brother, or we're gonna have a problem. A bad one. Now get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. Philadelphia. Mike Tyke predicted an L, and he's a Cowboy fan somehow, Mike. Okay. Win or lose Sunday night, I'm still with my Cowboys. I am too. West Rock, cheers, buddy. Do you think that Kyle will be ready? You know how bad Dallas wants this game. Our defense is better with Hargrave and Drake. Christian McCaffrey had a shin injury last playoff game. Akuk is different. Well, you guys are a great team. I'm not going to dispute that. And it's going to be tough sledding both ways. This is a championship fight here. Philadelphia is on here way more than any Philly 500 channel. You're right about that. I'm out of here. Take it easy, Felix. We're almost out of here. We're coming down the home stretch right now. Lola was good, my friend. Okay. Such a dumbass. You tell me, Angelica. Hey, Mark, that went out of business a long time ago. What went out of business, Lola? I mean, Angelica. Marley Greens, good night, buddy. 5 Rings chilling for Sunday night. We will be watching. A hoop is not better than CD. I agree with that. But they also have Debo, though. Philadelphia, you choose us, yeah. We're pimping, and you until, okay, we can't, okay. Truth hurts. Holly Dion and Trey Lance, last time we got players from them that we won Super Bowls, I think. Haley Dion, well, that's true. But those two played immediately. Trey Lance is not getting playtime. Tommy, good night, buddy. Peace out, Cowboys Mafia. What's up, Mr. Holmes? What do I think about Randy? Gregory? Good luck in San Francisco. I'm glad we didn't pay him $75 million. And best of luck, buddy. That's all I can say. Philadelphia does not have an off switch. Not at all. All right, good people. You know, for those Eagle fans out there, let me, of course, give them their passing words.
Fuck them birds. Fly, Eagles, fly. Nah, we shoot those birds out of the sky. Stupid dumbasses managed to give up a 3rd and 30 to my sexy arm. Pathetic defense and team. No wonder I own those piece of shit frauds every damn year. Don't get me started on the fans. You boo me while I earned a respected award. Losing the Super Bowl was just karma for you fuckheads. I can't wait to drop 100 on your heads next season while being the daddy of the NFC East again.
All right, good people. It is that time, man. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit out of it tonight. I'm exhausted. And I'm about to recharge my batteries tonight. And then it is all about the Cowboys versus San Francisco 49ers. Let me say from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as well as you ladies, for all that you do to make sure that the Joe Boo Sports Report is a success. And I love you guys. And with that being said, it's time to turn off the lights. This party's over.
The party's over.
They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over.